How much are you looking forward to seeing Tanner Howe kind of build off what he did last time? It was pretty impressive last time he was out there.
Yeah, I mean, just we want him to keep pounding the strike zone. Obviously, stuff wise, his stuff is it was electric the last one. Velocity is up, but to be able to throw that in the strike zone, you saw the results. There's swings and misses there. It's not a comfortable bat, so it'll be good for him to go out there and compete the same way.
Alex, do you have Eddie going tomorrow?
Yeah, Eddie's going tomorrow. He's going 5 tomorrow. Richards is going 5 on Thursday, and Nate is going 5 on Friday.
So Richards, you're setting up some kind of sim game or whatever? Or?
Yeah, we got a shortstop that he's looking for at bats. So he says that he doesn't need off days. He's taking too many of them. Obviously, Frenchie. I think the catchers are a little bit behind at bat wise. You know, it's just hard for them to stay there for 6 innings. So probably some of them will show up and get at bats against Garrett.
And how much do you want to try to keep Tanner stretched out? You know, just to have him as an option. Whether it's later on in the season, whatever it might be.
It's important. Just for him to keep in stretch and Andres too. That's what makes this group a solid one because we got options and we do believe with whatever route we take is going to be a good one, and also we're going to have people that are going to be capable to stepping in whenever we need them.
Alex, have you completely ruled out the 6-man for the beginning of the season at this point?
Yes.
What kind of what went into that? Did you think 6-man at all, or were you kind of thinking 5 the whole time?
I mean, we're going with 5. We're going with 5 in the rotation. Yeah. And we still think that we're going to go 12 and 14.
Alex, how much Nick Pivetta was talking about this a little bit yesterday. I apologize if you've been asked about it before, but he talked about how much he likes the diversity in that starting rotation, left, right, and what different guys bring. How much of that is nice to see from your perspective when you look at the 5 guys that you're going with in that rotation?
I mean, it's a solid one, and everybody have their strength. Obviously, they have their weaknesses, but we got change-ups and we got fastballs at 97, and we got breaking balls. So it's just not velo either, right? Like for certain teams, you go and you're gonna get from 97 to 100, and you prepare for that. With us, it's going to be a little bit different, and but the constant is that we can get people out in the strike zone. It doesn't matter what stuff you have. We've been preaching that, and they've been doing a good job with that. So we feel very comfortable, and since day one we said it. The difference is that we're deeper this year than in previous years, and that's a testament of where we at as an organization and what we did in the off season. So we're very comfortable with this group.
Hi, Alex.
Hi, Johnny.
I had trouble with the sun. Can you talk first about the injuries and then talk about Hunter Renfroe?
About injuries?
Yes.
We're in a good spot right now. There's a few guys that are a little bit banged up. Obviously, the Danny situation, it's a tough one. But overall, we're in a good spot. Brazier is progressing, which is the one, that everybody knows is important for us in the bullpen. But we'll be patient with that. But overall, making strides. Frenchie, he got another sim game today. He's going to be part of that B game tomorrow. He'll get at bats on Thursday. So moving around well. So he's progressing the right way. So we're comfortable where he's at. The other one, Johnny, what was the second one? Sorry. Good player, good defender, putting good at bats. He's beat the shift a few times, especially against the Rays. I know Cashy was laughing about that, but it's a good at bat, and obviously the power will play. But overall, a good athlete that he's a good defender. He takes pride in that. He's always talking about angles and where to throw, what he expects in certain situations, and I'm very impressed with the way he goes about his business.
Can you talk now about the catching situation and how well are they handling the pitches?
We're doing a good job. It was a tough day yesterday, right? With Kevin back there and Cass, bouncing fastballs and all that. But that's part of spring training. But we're comfortable not only with the two that we have, but also with Connor. He's done an amazing job. It's a good group, and it's a group that is putting work. We're preaching different things this year as far as setups, how we're going to attack hitters. Jason has done an amazing job with Epi and Mike. They've been amazing. They got this setup here and a turf. They put a turf, and they got a machine, and it's been nonstop. So, we're very happy with the progression, with the way they're doing their things. The communication has been amazing with the pitchers, and we're in good hands.
How has Christian matured over the years?
I think off the field stuff have made him a better catcher, to be honest with you. With the birth of Diego a year ago, I want to say right around there, right? He's more patient. He's been able to slow down things on the field, which is very important. He had a tremendous offensive season in 19. Last year, overall, you see the numbers. He put a good season, but I don't, or whatever, 60 games. But there were some stretches there that he didn't look too comfortable at the batter's box. He put work in the offseason to keep getting better physically. He lost a lot of weight. He looks good. He's driving the ball. I'm looking forward to put a full season together. If he can, do what he did in 18 defensively, especially in October, and do the things that he did offensively in 19, we will have one of the best catchers in the big leagues. And I'm pushing him for that. I do believe that not too many catchers out there can do both things. But like I said, number one priority is to work with the pitching staff, get into a good place. That's the most important thing. I don't think organizations like offensive catchers. They either like the complete package, which is offense and defense, or they love defensive catchers. So I think he can be one of those that can do both. So looking forward for him to put a good season.
Thanks a lot.
Alex, is Danny still in the hospital?
Yeah, he's still in the hospital. He had the procedure yesterday. Everything went well. Talking to Brad, and actually Danny texted me. He feels a lot better. It might take 2 or 3 more days for him to be there, and then after that, the stitches is going to take a while. So, it's not sooner rather than later. This is going to take a while. But it is what it is. We just want him healthy, and we'll be patient with him.
And are you thinking your shortstop might get back at shortstop tomorrow? Or?
Yeah. He's playing shortstop. He's DHing today, playing shortstop tomorrow. So he will go through all the drills today defensively. He's in a good spot. But like I told him, I said sometimes he's just like they feel he's only throwing from short, but there's more plays than just a routine play. Cutoff and relays and throws from the catchers and redirecting throws. So he'll go through all that stuff today, but he feels confident he'll play shortstop tomorrow.
Saludos, Alex. Específicamente, ¿qué tiene Dani Santana?
Es una infección en el pie derecho y ayer le tuvieron que hacer un procedimiento para drenarlo y todo salió bien. Ahora es cuestión de ser paciente con él. Tiene que estar en el hospital 2 o 3 días más, lo más seguro, pero está en buenos ánimos y después de eso pues hay que esperar 1 semana o 2 para lo de los puntos que tiene en el pie, pero vamos a ser pacientes. Él filmó con nosotros y nosotros sabemos lo que él trae a la ecuación. Y en estos momentos no se trata del béisbol, es cuestión de que él esté saludable y partiremos de ahí.
Michael Chavis ha tenido un buen campo de entrenamiento. ¿Tu opinión con relación a él?
sólido, ha hecho unos ajustes en cuanto a su swing, es versátil a la defensa y estamos muy contentos con el progreso que ha demostrado.
Alex, going back to the catchers, I've seen I think it's 4 catchers that have had the 1 knee down stance. Is that something that the organization asked them to do during the offseason, or?
It started last year. It's something we noticed in 19 that teams were doing. When you start looking at the numbers, it doesn't move the needle like what people think it is, but actually it's a comfort thing too. I think it helps them to maintain the energy throughout the game. Blocking, Jason, he's been, how Jason is. He's been looking around the league and our guys, and he feels like it helps him blocking wise. Actually, he mentioned if he would have known this, he would have done it, as a catcher. And you know how much pride he took behind the play and how good he was. And Christian doesn't do it that often, but it's not because he doesn't like it or he doesn't want to do it. It's just he is that good, and we feel comfortable with his stance. He's okay, as far as framing pitches. He had an outstanding season last year. He feels more comfortable blocking from where he's at. So, as long as he keeps this level, we're fine with it.
Alex, if Frazier isn't ready for the start of the year, how do you view just the roles in the bullpen in terms of how many roles are up for grabs at this point?
There's competition. I can't tell you if it's 1 spot or 2. We know that we're going with 14, so we can do the math, and at the end it's probably 1 or 2 spots. So it's been fun to watch. That's the difference too this year compared to other camps, that we actually have competition in certain spots, and they've been doing an amazing job. First of all, it doesn't matter if you're competing with this guy, whatever. They're helping each other out to get better. They're producing on the field. They're doing everything right in the clubhouse, and they're making it hard on us to make decisions, which is the goal, right? To take the closest perfect roster when we go to Boston.
Alex, have you had a chance to talk to Sower about some of the adjustments, like with the mound, with the ball, and having gone through it with Daisuke when he first came over? Can you draw on any of those sort of challenges that he has?
No, not really. The one thing I keep telling him is this is a process, and it's not a process with the baseball or the mound or the strike zone. It's what everybody goes through, right? It's spring training. And obviously, with the attention he gets, not only here but at home, probably he feels like he has to perform at the highest level all the time. And I keep telling him, you just have to work on your stuff, right? We have to throw the fastball for the strike. We got to work on your split. The slider was a lot better yesterday. He was able to compete at the highest level yesterday with base loaded, no outs, and he almost got out of it. And he got 2 good hitters out in that situation. So, I try to avoid that because I do feel that, yeah, it's an adjustment, but at the same time, if we keep bringing it up, it doesn't make any sense, He's here in the States. He's here with us. He'll be okay. We just need him to enjoy the ride, go through your progression, and he's a good pitcher. That's why he's here. We're good? Oh, sorry.
Next time he threw 30-some pitches.
Yeah, he's scheduled for Thursday on that in the off day. Thursday, yeah. That's Richards, Barnes, Sawamura, and Waldy.
Thank you.
No problem.
Hey, Alex, a couple games in for Tristan Cassis so far. What have you seen from his at-bat so far and just the approach he takes at the plate?
Good at-bats, very disciplined, great swing decisions. He understands his swing. He's up there with JD as far as routines and all that. And yesterday, there was an at-bat against a lefty that he hit a ball hard to right field, and that was straight scouting report, And this is a guy that he hasn't seen these guys, and Timmy talked to him about what to expect, and he went out there and he executed the game plan. So it's been very impressive. one thing, he takes pride on defense too. He puts work. He wants to know why he has to go to this spot in cutoff and relays. He makes a lot of questions, which is awesome for a kid that is so young. And everybody talks about his offense, but he takes pride on defense too. We're good. Thank you.